Hello everyone, Janine here, and welcome to Tips from the Trenches, dementia support for people living with dementia, their caregivers, be that family or friends, and for others that are looking to reduce their risk of getting dementia. So thank you to those who sent me messages and questions last week regarding our session on apathy in dementia, a very challenging symptom for caregivers. If you missed that one, you can find that on my YouTube channel along with the other sessions. Okay, so question for you, do you want to be right or do you want to have peace? So I'll repeat that. Do you want to be right or do you want to have peace? So I'll let you ponder that for a few seconds. Mom, I'm here. Mom, are you ready? Mom? Mom? You're still in your pajamas? We have a 1 p.m. appointment at the optometrist. Mom? What? You know nothing about this? I never told you. Mom? Oh my goodness, we made this appointment together a month ago. I called you last week and reminded you. Don't you remember? And then I called you last night and you said everything was good. What is going on? I don't understand. So in our previous sessions, we did talk about the fact that dementia is much more than just memory loss. However, short-term memory impairment is certainly a symptom of dementia, and specifically you'll see that as very common in Alzheimer's disease. Because Alzheimer's disease is the most common of the dementias, it is so vitally important that we understand why short-term memory impairment is happening. It's important for the caregiver and it's important for the person living with dementia. So a structure in the brain called the hippocampus helps us develop new memories. It's actually sometimes called the gateway for memories, as if the memory needs to pass through the hippocampus in order to get into the long-term memory bank. Unfortunately, that hippocampus, that structure, is always the first part of the brain to sustain damage when a person develops Alzheimer's disease. So during the early stages of the disease, you might notice that the person living with dementia can remember some things and not others, and that's why it can be really confusing for caregivers. So most likely they can remember the names of their children, where they grew up, but at the same time, they might have difficulty remembering what they had for breakfast, and that may have been just a half an hour ago. And so, or as you saw in my role play, their appointment to the optometrist, even though you just called them the night before or even possibly the morning of. So we'll briefly discuss some strategies, but I really want to encourage you to look at the comments for the resources that I'm providing for this session. There's several really good resources that you can look at if you want to dig deeper, if this is an issue that you're dealing with at the moment. So firstly, if you yourself are living with dementia and you're finding that your memory impairment is starting to impact your quality of life, here are some strategies. Again, please do look at the link below for further. So keep a notebook. You could write down things that you want to remember. The important thing is to try to keep that notebook in a place that is easy to see. So that could be maybe by the telephone, just a spot where you know that you will walk past often. Use reminders like wall calendars or smartphones, again, for things that you want to remember, appointments like going to the optometrist, or tasks that you have to do. Taking the garbage out every Tuesday because that's garbage day. Put a note on your fridge, on your door. So for instance, you could do that and say, remember to lock the door at 9 p.m. Or on your door, you could have a note that says, remember your keys, your cell phone, your wallet when going out. And then keep useful items like glasses, keys, wallets in the same place. So somewhere, again, that's easily visible and seen, not tucked away in a drawer. Again, please see the resource document below for lots of other good strategies. Then for family and friends, this again is another very challenging symptom of dementia, and it will absolutely test your patience and can really cause strained relationships and has potential, unfortunately, to lead to caregiver burnout. When talking to caregivers over the years who have been on this journey for some time, I have been told by them over and over again that they wish they had done the following earlier in the journey. And these are their tips to you today. Get educated about dementia. Understand why your person is doing the things that they're doing. It is the dementia and not the person. Don't take things personally. Absolutely easier said than done, but it can save you so much stress. So when I was accused of not telling my mom that had the optometrist appointment, now that I've been educated, that I've learned some strategies, how do I respond? So, Mom, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I told you. You know, I've got a lot of things going on these days. I must have forgotten. I'm really sorry. But you know what? Don't worry. I think we still got time. We can make that appointment. And if not, if you're feeling too rushed, we'll just reschedule. It's no big deal. Another tip that they had for us was join a support group. Honestly, over and over again, I know I've mentioned this before, but people say that that has been their lifeline. Again, nowadays, because we're doing so much online, there are so many online support groups out there. And then finally, go easy on yourself. Even with education and armed with great strategies, you will never be the perfect caregiver. And I would like to emphasize that last point. You know, just as there is no such thing as the perfect parent, there is no such thing as the perfect caregiver. You have the right to the full range of emotions. And that means sometimes you will be impatient, sometimes you will be frustrated, sometimes you'll be angry, sometimes you'll be sad. Learning to forgive your person with dementia as well as yourself is an essential part in the caregiving journey. So as we come to the end of the session, once again, I'd really appreciate it if you would like this page, if you would share with others. Please do look below at the resources that are available. And thank you for your time. As always, I wish you peace, I wish you strength, and I wish you moments of joy. Until next time.